making throws that, like, I'm not even sure Mahomes can make some of these throws. He's not the issue. He didn't have a lot of time. He had one bad pick. But I don't know what happened to Buffalo's defense. Is it personnel? Is it coaching? Right now, it is not good enough to win the AFC. You're not going to beat Baltimore with that. You got clobbered by Tennessee. You're not beating Kansas City. I mean, they beat the Raiders a couple weeks ago, so I guess, they're good enough to beat the Raiders. But if you look at them right now, third down percentage, they're 30th. Points a game, 21st. Passing yard. And last year they were great. So I don't know what happened because Sean McDermott's a great coach, but something's different with they're an offensive team now.
Marcus, who is the mystery quarterback?
El, I know you like to play games and use big words that I don't understand, but I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes.
The answer is...
Ryan Tannehill.
No. Josh Allen.
Oh, I like
it's
it.
Josh Allen. Bills Mafia is about to be all up in your mentions. The disrespect.
I think it's always awesome to go against a great opponent. Going against the Buffalo Bills, I mean, they have a great defense. They have a great offense, great special teams, just an overall great team. And so anytime you get to play on these games, Monday evening, night, whatever it is, and you get to go up against a great opponent, it's always an exciting challenge, and I'm ready for it.
But the big play against the Chiefs defense was the reason they suffered their first loss. Aguilar caught a long deep pass. Obviously the Henry Ruggs pass, and then Waller work in the middle of that field. So that's something that they're going to have to defend against. And also Josh Allen extending plays this year, getting out on edges and making sure that he's buying those receivers more time. Him and Stephon Diggs have it going as good as any QB wide receiver combo in the league. But if they give up big plays like they gave up against the Raiders, they'll find themselves in the two-loss column.
Exactly, because the offense always shows up. The Chiefs have scored over 31 points a game in Mahomes' 9 career losses as a starting QB, highest average by any QB in the Super Bowl era. So that offense just needs a little reciprocity.
Nate Burleson, I'll start with you. We in or we out? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Bills, still a top 3 squad in that conference.
In that conference, I'm going to say I am out. I do feel like the teams that we need to respect, of course, the champions who won last year, the Kansas City Chiefs, Pittsburgh Steelers, like Kyle keeps reminding us of. And then after that, I'll throw in the Ravens or even the Cleveland Browns before I look at the Buffalo Bills. So I'm going to say I'm out.
Browns over Bills.
Didn't even mention the Titans. Kyle, what do you got?
Thing we're talking about here. It's out for now.
Titans.
Like
right, my bad.
Week to week, sure.
Right.
Titans, Raiders, Chiefs. There's great teams who are better than them right now. However, I'm still going to go up in 2020.
If Tannehill can do what he did against them, imagine what Patrick Mahomes and Hill and those guys are going to do.
I did look forward to this game 2 weeks ago. I don't look forward to this game now. Even though let's see how Josh Allen and their offense responds.
You like Josh Allen, I thought.
I just think, look, that first pick, I'm not going to put on him. That second pick was just atrocious.
You do
that he threw in
understand
that
both
last
picks
game.
was his fault.
Why? Because he threw behind the receiver in the first one?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but still, Keyshawn, somebody like you were there, you make that grab with your hand. He ain't me. Me's and you's. I understand. Fine. No. Still, I think it's going to be a good matchup. I still take the Chiefs.
It's one thing for the Titans to win. It's another thing for them to run roughshod over the Bills the way that they did. They still got a 2-game lead against the New England Patriots. Cam is coming back. You can't summarily dismiss the Bills. Please don't get me wrong. But again, I always classify or categorize the difference between losing and getting beat up. Losing can happen to anybody. Yeah. But when you get beat up, well, that just shows your inferiority.
I do think there's a little personal aspect there of like Josh Allen wants to prove that he's somewhat close on the same level of Patrick Mahomes and all that. He certainly has a great upside and talent and all that. But I think ultimately what I worry about here more than anything is the Bills' defense. That's what I really worry about. They can't rush the passer, don't have great cover people, and that's just not a good formula against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, when Mahomes can just sit there and buy time, and you can't play man-to-man on some of these guys with some extra help of other guys to help in the man, because they're going to have to blitz or pressure. I just look at that and go, oh, that's advantage Chiefs there.
I think the Chiefs losing is a wake-up call.
Yeah.
I think the Bills losing and the way they lost is a maybe we aren't that good call. And I think it gets exacerbated on Monday night. When you get the full focus of the Chiefs, you have a problem. The Bills are going to have the full focus of the Chiefs. And you've got that whole Andy Reid, Sean McDermott dynamic where Reid fired McDermott, and I think Reid understands McDermott's defense far better than maybe McDermott does.